Listen stuff. Are there any Frieda McFadden fans out there? And before I even get started, let me say that I'm not like a super duper fan where I've read like 10 plus books. I may be five in. And I hate to even be using her as an example, but she's just the latest author that I've been reading, and she's fresh on my mind. So let's talk about Frieda McFadden, right? She's my favorite right now. But it gets to the point that when you continue to read the books by an author, you begin to learn their style to where you can kind of predict. Okay, I know how she usually introduces that character that you need to watch out for, right? So I'm gonna start watching out for Lil Susie, right? Because I know how she gonna do some twists and turns and twists and turns and twists and turns in her books, right? And then sometimes in her book she'll do another turn. Who knows? But the thing is, if you continue to read the books back to back to back to back, what happens is, you really feel like you can start to predict the end. You feel yourself, you start yawning, like you're just going through the motions. You're just trying to get through the end, like, okay, let me finish another book. Let me finish this, or let me finish this one, right? You reading it fast because you're feeling like you could predict it because you know the style. You know it's like introduction, body, conclusion. You know what I mean? You know how to do the APA style on them, boy. So then, but the crazy part is your prediction is never right because this the book that she decided to add a little extra little U-turn on you, right? Now, you done did the twisted turns, your twisted turns. Now, in this book, you want to do a U-turn on me. And it's like, hold up. Now, but the U-turn be so ridiculous to the point where you like, hold up, who came up with this? Baby, you should have went with the ending that I had, right? The one that I gave you, right? But let me tell you what I mean by a U-turn, right? Something that's just so ridiculous and so unbelievable to where it wouldn't even fly in the real world. Something like, oh, she got away with offing her husband because she feel like she have multiple personalities, and the personality that feels like it's a kid, its father, and that's how she got away with it. The therapist came in and analyzed her, and it's like, man, come on, this wouldn't happen in the real world, right? This would happen in the real world. So it makes you feel like, who writing this? Because first of all, let me get to this part. You only like 35, 40 years old. You ain't been in the game that long, but some kind of way you writing 10 books a year, right? You pushing out a book every quarter, like you trying to make a quota or something, like, you trying to make sure you on the New York's bestseller list every quarter or something like that, to the point where your book's unbelievable. Got me feeling like, who writing this? AI, who writing this? Are you writing this? What's going on? Are you just pushing them out, trying to make sure you stay on the list, like I said? But see, it's like I said, it's not just her. What happens to me is I get so into it and so invested and all of my time and my patience into it that I want it to be immaculate. And that's what happens with me with like TV shows. Sometimes I watch TV shows so hard that it's like, okay, she walked in, her shirt was tucked in. Now it's out. See, they messing up the production. The cost, you all are losing money. Hire me. I can fix those little things here and there. And I'm saying that like I ain't just out here producing haphazard material myself. But anyway, I can find those things for them. When I'm really into something, I can spot what's wrong with it because I know how it should be right. Let me stop. But anyway, I just find reasons, like I said, to not like it because it's like, I want it to be perfect. Now, another example of some unbelievableness, my current favorite show, what is High Potential. Now, I love it, right? It's like your modern day Monk. She's so smart. She comes in and she's solving all of the cases really fast. In the first 5 minutes, I almost feel like she come on the scene and it's like, oh yeah, the bullet came through the West Wing. From the brain splatter, we can tell that he vomited 30 minutes before, all this craziness you saying. And it's like, come on, how y'all came up with this? This not how a real case CSI situation would be. If you're doing a real Los Angeles Police Department, everyday folks, they not doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like real unbelievable. And I get it. We want some entertainment. We want to feel super duper like we can, do things outside of the norm, especially for pretend. It's just for entertainment. I get it, but now it's, I don't know, weird to the point now we're accusing everything of being AI. So I'm accusing this of being AI, man, or AI writing the books. Because like I said, how can you get in the lab with a pen and a pad and push out so many books? That's a lot to keep into your brain, man. And the character development, the location development. I mean, it's a lot going on when it goes into writing a book. And you mean to tell me you pushed out 4 of those bad boys this year? I don't know. I don't know. But this started off about books, and I'm all over the place. I need to write a book or a show or a game or something. I'm creative. I'm doing stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to ask, has anybody ever noticed that when you have like a favorite author, you start to be able to predict their style, you feel like you can predict the ending, right? But every time they switch it up on you, and get you hooked, they want you to find your next read. So on that note, find my next read. Ow!